Hey everyone, it's Tiffany Tee, and hope you all had a wonderful day. I'm just doing my daily check-in. It's day 3 for me on my 30 days of Revamp for Strategic Growth series. So I'm super excited. Um, I've learned a lot just in these 3 days, and I've been thinking literally for a couple hours what I was going to make a video on tonight or today. I don't know. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, my bedtime. Um, and I know, first of all, like the gratitude show was awesome. Thank you all who plugged in and who've watched the repeat of it or whatnot. Adam and I hit our record tonight. So after episode number 17, that was awesome. But I'm sorry, I don't have a tripod. It's broke, so I'm doing the best I can. Um, but I wasn't really sure what to talk about because there's so much going on, and I have a lot of behind the scenes footage so that you guys can tune into. And I can't make these long, elaborate videos because people's attention span these days are just too short. So I'm gonna go somewhere I don't want to go and that I fear to go and that I don't participate in publicly because I just choose not to vibrate at that low energy frequency. And but politics obviously is on everybody's mind, and there's a lot going on in that realm. And these last 3 days I've kind of had a chance to observe and really see like all the animosity that's going on and all the separation that's happening. And I choose in my world, none of that exists. I don't choose to participate in those discussions on Facebook and unfriend people because they choose to believe a different way or spit out words like hate or I don't know. My gosh, it's just I couldn't believe it. People are posting more about this than they are about their business and then they are about lifting everybody else up. That to me says something. I look at people's Facebook pages, Twitter pages, and I'm not judging. I'm just saying that makes me sad. That really makes me sad. Um, the rude comments, just the anger, the despair, the low vibrational energies that lead to broken friendships, animosity, harboring hatred, resentment. And to me, at the end of the day, it all seems like people who put other people down, that they have to compare others to themselves or whatever it is that they stand for, and also people who talk shit, people who judge and make other people look bad to make them feel better, or standing for a cause or defending something that they don't even understand in the first place. That to me is chaos, and that sucks. Like I get asked all the time, who are you voting for, Hillary or Trump? And I at the end of the day, it's not that like I know so much more than others because I don't. And I just was married to the CIA for 6 years. And I know things about the government that other people don't because I saw it firsthand and I witnessed it. And I'm not saying at all that your votes don't count because they do. I mean, that's bullshit. I'm sorry. I take that back. I'm trying to be as real as I can here without offending anybody. But if I do, I'm not sorry. Then that's your problem. And my opinion is none of your business anyways. So I just it trips me out because knowing and seeing firsthand how our government works is crazy. Who was it? Ronald Reagan has this comment or this quote. He said, the problem is not the problem. It's not even being addressed. The problem is the government. I don't even like to use the P word. You guys probably know that. But I'm just like, what does all of this solve at the end of the day? Really? What is the solution? Because nobody's talking about the frickin' solution. It doesn't matter who wins or who loses. I mean, what matters is what happens in the end. And, honestly, from my personal experience, everything works out the way it's supposed to in perfect timing and in alignment with exactly how it's supposed to be. And the thing in that, the reason why I don't get too involved is because I don't like vibrating at that lower level and participating in those lower level energies. When you raise your frequency and you vibrate at a higher level, you don't understand politics because it doesn't make sense to you. There's no such thing in that realm. And I may be getting a little bit too deep for people, but politics is the minute thing in this whole entire universe. Politics, really? Why don't you think outside of that? What about this vast majority of the universe that we have? And we're all hung up on politics and proving who's right and who's wrong, when really there's no such thing. It's all perception. And I love the fact, I studied Brian King's videos a little bit today, and he brought up a book that was written by a Holocaust survivor. Forgot the name. I think it's called The Greatest Human Freedom. No, that was the quote. Well, anyways, this man, Viktor Frankl, I think it's his name, and he was a Holocaust survivor, and he had a really, really intricate and awesome outlook on life. And he said something about the greatest human freedom is the right to choose our attitude, no matter what the circumstance is. So if you think about that, you and I both have the choice to choose our attitude, no matter what the circumstance. So let me kind of relate that to everything going on in this election, okay? No matter if you choose Hillary or you choose Trump, you choose your attitude to the whole situation. I have friends who I don't agree with. Dear friends, like friends that have been friends of mine, best friends for over 15, 16 years. And we don't see eye to eye on some things, but I don't go unfriend them. And I don't go spit out words of venom that cause hatred and fear and frustration. Like, how is that promoting love and compassion? That's not living on purpose. It's not, like, I wish sometimes that I could just give you guys my brain because sometimes I don't always explain myself properly, but I don't know, it just like trips me out. And, I was going to go on a huge rant and whatever in my video tonight, but I don't do that. I choose what to put in my mind. I don't watch the news. I don't watch TV unless it's good for you or educational. I don't participate in those low level energy activities because I know the importance of the stuff you put in your brain. And if everybody knew that, you guys wouldn't even turn on the TV. I mean, so I chose not to go on my rant, and made the decision consciously to make another video about trying to help see fit the situation that, at the end of the day, I think we all just want unity. When I get asked who I choose, Hillary or Trump, I say neither. I want unity, and I want us all to remember that we're all connected as one. And that's what I choose. And I don't know. I think instead of being so asleep and brainwashed, we should all get positively brainwashed and wake up and go watch Aaron Tupaz's Positively Brainwashed channel on YouTube or something, instead of turning on the news first thing in the morning or participating in these long, strenuous, unenergetic conversations on Facebook. I had no idea. That was like going on. Like, I'm so naive, but that's because I choose a different way. I choose to only like lift my levels up. Why would I want to read something and participate in it daily if it's going to bring me down? And like, I know my purpose in the world. I know my stance. I know I have work to do just like everybody, but at least I know from my come from. And that's why I don't believe in religion and I don't believe in politics. And that's just me personally. If you do, awesome. No judgment. But I just think it breeds fragmentation and separates us. So I just choose not to go there. I choose not to focus on it. And, you know, we all have this same choice. So I'm challenging you to not post anything negative for 1 week. And start posting on what's good, what's going good in your life, what's going good in the world. Do it for 1 week. I bet you can't. And I don't say that because I want to bring you down. I say that to challenge you. Because if you're anything like me, if someone tells me I can't do something, I'm like, oh, really? Watch me, because I will. So, yeah, life is pain, life is hard, life is bliss, life is beautiful. Life is. It just is. But there's also like, it all lies in the eye of the beholder. It really does. So you can have the kind of life that you want no matter what you choose. No matter if you're in a Nazi camp. No matter if you're being tortured or you're a slave to whatever it is that you're a slave to. You can still have a good experience. It's possible. It's proven. There's evidence. It's just up to you. So I challenge you to post good stuff for 1 week. And if you are posting a lot about the bad stuff, if that were me, I would say, like, what about this business that you're trying to grow, or the people you say you want to help, or whatever? And really think about that, like, whoa, because I mean, I've done that so many times where and that's all about self-awareness, where it comes into perspective. You take a look back and see, hey, because sometimes we just do stuff subconsciously without even realizing it. And you look back and you're like, oh my gosh, wait, I just did 13 posts about this, but here, yeah, I want this and that and this and that. Yet I'm focusing on the other, the opposite of what I say I want, what I feel I want. So why is it that I'm posting about all this bullshit? Why am I not posting about what I want and lifting each other up, or lifting others up, and making more money in my business, or learning and growing? So that's just something to think about. And I'm sorry this video is long. Maybe not everybody will see it, but that's okay. All I care about is the ones that do. And you don't even have to agree with me. I don't care if you agree with me or not. I just really challenge you. Seriously, take 1 week. It's only a week. And post everything good. And watch what happens. So, until tomorrow, on day 4, I think that is it. And I absolutely invite you to ask me any questions. Leave feedback on things that were helpful, things you agree with, things you don't agree with, whatever you want. And if you want behind the scenes footage of my crazy, fun, adventurous, purposeful life, then go to tiffanyteeworld.com and subscribe to my behind the scenes footage. And Brian, I just want to thank you for being resilient and sticking to your purpose, because without you, a lot of lives wouldn't have been changed. And thank you. Brian King. Check him out if you haven't. Brilliant. All right, you guys, are you ready for the challenge? 1 week. What's today? Thursday, Friday. So next Friday, I'm going to be asking how your challenge went, and hopefully you're going to keep up and participate. All right, have a great, great Friday and a wonderful weekend. I know I will, because I will be purposely loving life and living it up, as I usually do. Take care.